Hi, I'm Terri Shuck. I teach Let Your Yoga Dance at Willow Street Yoga. This morning, I woke up with a heavy heart after a night of racial conflict and violence across our country. And so I wanted to share this yoga dance with you as a part of a process of more self-awareness and healing. So when we let our yoga dance, like all yoga, the yoking of our bodies, our hearts, our spirits, our mind is the practice to become present to what really is happening now. So this practice of Let Your Yoga Dance really does relate to the chakras, and this is a chakra 6 dance right here, sometimes called the third eye. It's a figurative language for our capacity for reflection and insight. It is the symbol of our thoughts, our wisdom, our minds. So we're going to practice, do this yoga dance together, and it'll be very familiar. So it is we shall overcome, and you come to your standing well in your mountain, and we'll have this symbol of our hands in bondage as we raise our hands to we shall overcome, and then release someday, yeah? Deep in my heart, bring our hands together at the heart center. I do believe we shall overcome someday. Now, if your arms are not feeling well, you can just do this straight out. You don't have to go up if that doesn't feel good in your body. But again, the whole point of yoga is that sort of self-awareness, self-compassion for ourselves and others. So the second verse is we will went hand in hand, and we will step one foot back into a warrior one. Legs with our hands clasped together. We'll walk hand in hand. And again, rise up. We'll walk hand in hand. Release someday. And then bring your hands clasped behind your back and just kneel into humble warrior for a moment, and then step back together. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. So indeed, especially for us white people, we do have to show up with our brothers and sisters of color right now. We're all in this together. If we're gonna change this dynamic, these struggles of power, into a true inclusive society, we have to stand together. And the third verse of this will go into our warrior one on the other side, raising the hand, the universal sign of fear not. We are not afraid. This is true in Buddhism and Christianity. We are not afraid. And then bring those hands down into open-hearted warrior pose. We are not afraid today. Step back together. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. And the final verse, we shall live in peace. Come back to our strong mountain in this beautiful mudra. Looks like a dove of peace, right? And we will do that for the final verse. Okay, so join me and the Boys Choir of Harlem in this dance prayer. Thank you, friends. I appreciate us bringing everything we have to bear together, our bodies, our hearts, our spirits, our minds, to solve these problems of embedded racism and sexism and violence and disease. So I have this mask today just as a symbol of our self-care and compassion, but it's also the symbol of our care for others and our compassion for others, because that is through our hearts and minds, our change of heart and minds, that we can really change the world. So the light in me recognizes the light in you. Namaste.